Hello, Internet. It is Adam Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about Arcadian. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. Stars Nick Cage. I mean, you all know who he is at this point. He's a legend. He's been doing this for a decade. He's mainly known for being a little unhinged in his movies, just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, he's been doing this for a while, but his career really didn't truly take off till like the '90s. I believe he won an Oscar. Yes, Nicolas Cage won an Oscar. That's a real fact. And like, I believe it was Leaving Las Vegas. I think that was the movie that got him the Oscar. And after that, he did The Rock, no relation to Dwayne Johnson, Con Air, Face Off, big hits. City of Angels, I guess that did all right for itself. I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, that did quite all right for itself. Snake Eyes, I think that was a bit of an 8mm. I don't know if those are really hits. Not really. Gone 60 Seconds, The Family Man. Definitely not Captain Corleone's Mandalorian. Mando. Oh my gosh. Mandalorian, where he had like a really bad accent in it, apparently. So yeah, the late '90s was good. 2000s was a little rocky, but he had National Treasure. That was a huge hit for him, and its sequel in 2007, Book of Secrets. Those were big hits for him. And Ghost Rider. Oh, Ghost Rider. uh, that movie was no good. But I mean, Nick Cage made it somewhat watchable. Oh, and The Wicker Man. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about that piece of art. Oh, the movie where Nicolas Cage screamed about the bees and he was out there being a menace, like punching women in the face. It was a wild movie. um, but then after that, things took a bad turn, really bad turn. He mainly just made a bunch of low budget movies that no one had ever heard of, ever. They're the type of movies that like clog up Amazon Prime Video. And yeah, I mean there was Kick Ass where he was basically a psychotic Batman. So that was kind of cool. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Does anyone even remember that movie? I seriously doubt it because it was based off like a Mickey Mouse short or whatever, and they tried to treat us like this big deal. This was back when Disney really wanted another Pirates of the Caribbean level success, and they kept trying and trying and trying, and they kept failing each and every time. It was sad to watch. Um, but anyhow, yeah, it's just after that, just a whole lot of nothing. Well, I guess there's Into the Spider, but that's a voiceover role. It doesn't really count here. It's not really important. Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I thought that would do well. I thought that had a chance. But it was just internet hype. That internet hype did not translate into actual hype, substantial hype. And it just ended up being like a bust, which is really sad. And they got Renfield last year. I thought maybe that had a chance because this Nicolas Cage's Dracula. I thought that would really sell, but nope. Mm-mm. So yeah, Nicolas Cage. He's probably going to be the only reason anyone would even want to watch this. But even then, his track record is like the most inconsistent thing in the world. So I guess it's kind of a minor pro, his presence. So I guess that's pro number one. Pro number two, it's critic score is good, 84%. That's can't say anything bad about that. Audience score, oh, it is it's something. But I'll talk about that later when we get to the cons, which actually won't be too long from now because I can't think of any other pros really. I really can't. Yeah, let's just go right to the cons. That audience score is horrendous. 35%. It just makes you what? Why is it so low? How did it get so low? What did this movie do that pissed people off so much? I'm about to find out just out of curiosity. I want to see these ratings. Let me see. The movie was totally shot in pitch black. This is a half-star review. So frustrating. Creatures seemed like they would have looked great but couldn't see a thing. So when they finished shooting the film and watched it, they didn't notice that you couldn't see a damn thing. Unbelievable. I actually yelled out loud in the theater in frustration. That is a 1-star review. So I'm a Nicolas Cage fan, but this movie was very lame. Waste of money. Oh, I want to see. Let's see. What did I just watch? The best part of the movie was when the lights came back on and the end credits started. Oof. But there's some like positive reviews in here. There's like some 5-star, 4 stars, but I'm looking for like the really bad ones. Did reviewers watch a different movie? A Misfire from Mr. Cage. Uh, this is another one. Don't listen to the reviews. This movie is so cringe. The acting and writing reminds me of Disney Channel. Also, the director might want to invest in a steady cam. The constant camera shaking was literally nauseating, borderline unwatchable. So yeah, as you can see, um, there's some people who really, really, really didn't like this movie. So word of mouth is no good. So I gotta label that as a con. Another con is that there's too many movies out this weekend. There's too many movies out right now. It's all exhausting. I mean, from the big movies, you got Godzilla X Kong still out there. I guess to a much lesser extent, Kung Fu Panda 4 and Ghostbusters. Even that movie's basically a flop at this point. And Dune are still exist. And I guess there's also Monkey Man and First Omen, but they didn't exactly do great last week. Not to mention, this weekend is pretty much all about Civil War. That's obviously going to be the movie of the weekend. Everything else literally exists. So, yeah, just too many movies out right now. And not to mention all the movies coming out after this, like next weekend. It's going to be even worse. So, yeah, too many movies. That's a con. And I guess there's also the fact that no marketing, obviously. Like, marketing, what's that? Never heard of this movie until it just popped up on the calendar when I least expected it. So that's a con too. And I guess I can mention IFC. Like, their overall track record is pretty shit. They've only had like 2 really substantial hits in the form of My Big Fat Greek Wedding and Boyhood. I know recently they had Late Night with the Devil, which did all right for their standards, but most of their movies, they just nothing. Nothing. They made absolutely nothing. So, yeah, the track record is not good. So, got labeled that as a con. And I think that's it. So, opening weekend, 500,000 to a million. That's what I'm going to go with. And it's total less than 2 million. I don't see this lasting long in theaters. It's just going to go away real quick. And that's it. So that's 1 movie down. 5 to go. I hate this. I really do. This really pisses me off. Because I thought it was going to be 2 movies. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then another one popped up. And I was like, okay, 3. I can live with that. And then I find out via a YouTube comment that there's 6 of these goddamn things coming out this weekend. And I lost my mind. Because I'm already having the plan on doing 6 movies next week. Look at this. This is next week. Now I gotta do it again. And I get to do it a week early, basically. A week early. And it's just it's the worst. But yeah, stay tuned for all the sorry. Stay what is going on in my throat? God damn. Stay tuned for all the other prediction videos I'm going to be making very soon, within the next few minutes. Hopefully my throat issue fixes itself. But yeah, so that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. You want to check out more videos like this, I got playlists on the homepage. All previous prediction videos I made this year. You want to watch any of them or any other ones I've done the past few years, you can go right ahead. There's also the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. I just made a canceled episode. It was 242. I know a lot of stuff was announced at CinemaCon, but a lot of it didn't have release dates, so what am I supposed to say about that? I mean, they have release years, but that's still not enough for me. I want, like, dates. I'd rather have dates than just a year. So I kind of just let all that news just play out. So, yep, I've now made 242 episodes of canceled. So if you want to watch any of that, if you want to binge them all, binge all the episodes from beginning to now, I highly encourage you to do that. So go do it. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for a particular month. I just did my March 2024 recap. April recap, that won't be till like the first week or so of May. Between May 3rd and May 10th. That's what I'll say. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.